Okay, let's start the video. You can email me for any game prediction at hyper_links@yahoo.com. And if you want to learn my system, you can also email me at that email address as well. Please do click on my name, donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. So let's get started. Keep sending me those winning tickets if you have won. So let's update last night's Powerball. Nobody won. It's still $308 million about, or maybe a little bit more. I don't remember. Here is last week's. Somebody caught the 18. And somebody caught the 18. Now, look at how close this player was on last night's Powerball. The winning number that was drawn for last night's Powerball was 7, 5, 24, 31, and 34. 3 of the numbers were playable numbers. So for those you got a list, you know 3 of those numbers were playable numbers. The 5 was playable, 24 were playable, 34 were playable, and 4 for the red ball was easily predictable. It was predictable. A lot of you who don't have my system might think it unpredictable, but 4 was predictable. 4 was easy hit. 4, no doubt, had to be the number for the red ball last night. So again, these are easy predictable numbers, 3 playable numbers, and all 5 white balls were in the 1 to 35 number. So if this player had my system, he probably would have hit 04 on all lines. And if you play 04, do not spread out the red ball. If you spread out the red ball, you're not going to hit the jackpot. Do not spread out the red ball. Unless you play the white ball similar to the pentagon pair system. If not, do not spread out the red ball. So if the all 4 red ball was on 1, 2, 3, 4, here on line number 1, he would have hit 5, 31, 34, and 04. Now his mistake is 7, 9, and 23 wasn't going to be drawn last night. So if you had my system, probably would not have played it, the 7, 9, and 23. 4 was easy predicted to be drawn, no doubt. The key is the Dster system and the Dster breakdown system and the Invincible number system. The key in hitting the jackpot, 5 was predicted as the first Invincible number. No doubt the 5 was easy hit. Also, the 5 should be maxed out on all lines. 5, 7 shouldn't be the first ball number. The 5 was definitely the first ball number. 9 and 22. 22 was out. Way. The 22 was way. What do you call it? Way out of reach. Way out of debating. 22 shouldn't even be debated. It shouldn't be even the first ball. Do not get catch off guard by the past numbers. The streak for the past numbers was all numbers were from 1 to 10 non-stop. For the last couple of weeks, they were drawn 1 to 10. And there were one other draw that was drawn 1 to 10 2 times in one draw. And last night, 5 and 7 both were drawn as the first ball. Wizzy predicted that 2 of the first ball would be easy drawn. So you're going to hit the jackpot, you're going to use my system. That 5, 31, 34, and 24 easy should have been also moved up to the first line. If you move the 24 up, you will have 5, 24, 31, 34. And then if you move the 4 up, you have to have 5, 24, 31, 34, and 04. 4 was also predicted to be easy drawn last night. 4. No doubt. So for those of you who had my list and didn't follow it, you not hit the jackpot. You missed the jackpot because why? Because last night was 34 number from 36 to 69 was not drawn. That's when you get an upper hand, when they put from 1 to 35 or from 36 to 69. Or 36 to 70, that's when you get the upper hand. And those of you who don't think they will pull 5 number from 1 to 35 or 5 number from 36 to 29, then you're wrong. You're all wrong. They pulled it last night 1 to 35. I keep telling people 1 to 35. When it's the right timing, you play 1 to 35, you'll hit the jackpot. easily. So last night was the only chance they pulled 1 to 35. So beyond that, I doubt they will do another 1 to 35 next draw. People might want to play that, but I suggest you not to play 1 to 35 or number 1 to 35. They won't pull that back-to-back draws. But I don't know about Mega Man tonight. They definitely won't do that. So again, you missed your chance if you did not play 1 to 35. And take a chance on that number. So 4 was due. So we almost hit the jackpot if you have had the Dster system. And the 24 should have been moved up to with the 34 because the 4 should have been maxed out. The 4 should have been maxed out. You have 14 and 64, okay? But the 64 wasn't going to come. 64 was also not going to come. 64 wasn't going to come. So that's only 4 that wasn't going to come last night. So again, you wasted the 64. The 260s shouldn't have been put in the same line either. That's a waste because the low numbers was going to get drawn, not the high numbers. So all those high numbers that was wasted should have took chance on either 4-1 draw or 5-0 draw. That would give you an upper hand. And the 4, no doubt, was the due number. The 4 should have been the only board that was used last night. Should have been used because they like to play those numbers in groups. They like to draw those numbers in groups. Last night's groups that were drawn were 4, 24, 34. So you got to think about those. You like to draw them in groups. Now let's get to the Dster for the Mega Man. Let's post out the Mega Man Dster for tonight's draw. These might not be used. I've just posted the first Dster up. You can email me for these that's used. And even if you're Dster, you still need the blue box numbers. Email me for the breakdown and Invincible number system. Key in hitting that jackpot. Okay, 7 1 1 9 3 6 9 3 6, and then you have 8 5 4 8 5 4 3 2 3 2 3 2, and then you have 102 102 518 518 784 784. So this is a Dster system that would be used or might not be used. But posing first Dster up, you will still need the blue box number. Let's talk about the highest frequency number in Dster and the lowest frequency number in the Dster. The lowest frequency number in the Dster, obviously, is the 48, appearing 1 time in the Dster. 48, appearing 1 time. You want to see 48 and 37. 48, 37, and 08 are both 1 frequency number. So 48, 08, and 37. Then 1 frequency number in the Dster. And let's change the date. Today will be the 12th. And then the highest frequency number in the Dster. Look at the highest frequency number in the Dster. We have 39. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. That 39 appearing 4 times in the Dster. You want to think about that 39 appearing 4 times in the Dster system. You want to think about that number. You want to think about that 32, 23, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. That 23 and 32. You want to think about that. Those numbers, 23 and 32 appearing 5 times in the Dster system. And then let's name one more. That 1331. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. 1331 appearing 4 times in Dster. You might want to think about those. You might want to think about 1331 also 4 times. You want to think about that 1331 might be drawn. That 13 might be drawn, and the 08 and the 23, those might be drawn as the red ball. Yellow ball. You might think about those. Those are the key factors in hitting those jackpots. So do not hesitate to follow the system and the invisible number system. That's the key. And the key in predicting the jackpot is to know which ball to use. Max out the red ball. Remember, there's a 25 yellow ball and 26 red ball. You don't need a scientist to know which to take a chance and max out the right red ball. There are people who are predicting red balls like pennies, like finding dollar bills. The red ball is easy drawn. Easy drawn. The red ball is easy drawn. No doubt the red ball is easy drawn. The red ball is easy drawn. The red ball is easy drawn. No other ball should have been used last night. Easy drawn, because if you had did that and you had played the power play, the power play would have given you more money back. Even if it's 2 times, you had double your $4 to $8. Because you know that 4 is going to come. So again, your close call, you would have hit the jackpot if you had noticed that the 4 should be maxed out, and if you noticed the 24 should be played on the same line as 34. Those were playable numbers, along with the 5, 24, 34 should have played on the same line, no doubt. Those were playable numbers. You need the breakdown in hitting the jackpot. You need those numbers being played. And also 5 definitely should have been maxed out last night, no doubt. Do not hesitate to max out a number. Do not spread out numbers. You got 5, 10, 15, 20. You got 20 numbers right there. 20 numbers. I see 4 lines, so you got 20 number right there. And out of the 20 numbers, you minus the 34. That's 19 numbers. You have 19 numbers out of 69. Now, this would be a superb if these numbers were all similar. That means instead of putting different numbers in each line, if the 5 will max out, the 24 will max out, and the 34 will max out, and you don't have 19 numbers out of 69 numbers. You have like 10, maybe 10 out of 69 numbers. This would have been superb, because you have 5 numbers that were all drawn as a win number in different lines. It doesn't consider it as a superb pick, because if you add these numbers, the total numbers that was used was 19 numbers, not 10. Total number used is 19 numbers. 19 numbers out of 69 numbers. You do the math: 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 33%. That's roughly 30% of the number being used. If you have roughly used 10% of the numbers, or about 15%, it would be superb. You use 30% of the numbers. That 5 numbers hitting on one of these, that all 5 numbers hitting on these 5 lines isn't a surprise, because you had used 19 numbers. You had used 30% of the numbers. Instead of 10% to 15% number, you use 30% of them. Not surprised to see that. Seeing that happen all the time, that when you have more number used, chance of those numbers are drawn in different lines is possible. Not hard, but if you have maxed out 5, 24, 34, and then change 1 from each line, or 2, you would have used about 10 numbers to, 10 numbers. Yeah, about 10 to 11 numbers. That would be a surprise pick, because you only use 10 to 15% of the numbers. So again, if you like the video, please do subscribe, share, and like my video. And click on my channel to donate and subscribe. Please do not, always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. And you can click on my name and then donate and subscribe to my channel.